First and foremost, all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai.
O children of Israel, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Shock you. This mentality that Africans sold you to the white man just shows that you haven't done enough history and educated yourself about what happened in the past. Not only did you not educate yourself, but you refused to make it make sense. I keep seeing African sold us to the white man. Which African? The ones who went through language barrier?
Language barrier? Human trafficking is human trafficking. No matter what language you try to put it in. This is an evasion of accountability. Shalom, this is Brother Yuan with GMS South Carolina. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the brothers and a few sisters who are pursuing this truth and sincerity, all right? May the blessing of election be upon your house. All right, so this girl, she's trying to defend the case that, Africans didn't sell other Africans into slavery. They didn't sell their brothers into... Look, she's trying to evade the accountability of what took place. And like the scriptures saying, you can't piece together history without the scriptures. The scriptures say what? Let me pull it up real quick. That it wasn't Africans selling other Africans. It was Hamites, which is what the Bible calls them, selling Israelites unto Edomites. Okay? So they're going back to the nations being confederate against us. And I'm pretty sure the argument arose because, you know, Jacob probably over here in the West is offended that his brethren, which he thinks he's an African and he's not, he's an Israelite. He's like, why would our own people sell us? They're not your people. They're your enemies. We have many enemies round about us. And Ham is one of us. Although we're the same complexion, does not mean we're the same race of people. All right, this Joel 3 and we'll start We'll start at the top, Joel 3 and 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, all 12 tribes, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh's judgment, all right? Valley of judgment, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So our land was parted. Many people dwell in the land of Israel today who do not belong. And we've been scattered into every nation under heaven, the diaspora, okay? And that goes way back before the transatlantic slave trade. Verse 3, they have cast lots for my people, 25, 35 sold. That's what was going on over here. That's what was going on in all the captivities. We will be sold unto our enemies. And they have cast lots for us, right? So we know that. And they're trying to take that basic information out of the school system here in Babylon. All right, verse 3 again from the top. And they have cast lots for my people, and they have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. Yeah, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon? These are African nations, so-called African, but these are Hamite nations, man. Though we may look similar to them, we're not the same people, which is the same reason why Moses could pass as Pharaoh's grandson. We look similar because of the complexion, but we're not the same race of people. Okay? Yeah, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, all the coast of Palestine? Will you render me a recompense? Are you going to make this right? Are you going to make the deeds that you've done, are you going to make them right? They don't have to, because the Lord is going to make it right. Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own hand? So what you've done unto us, done unto my nation, shall befall upon you. He that leadeth into captivity must go into captivity. All right? So all these wrongs that happened to the nation of Israel, that happened into Jerusalem, and Jerusalem is a people before it's a place, are going to be righted by the Most High. Verse 5, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, wear the Lord's jewelry, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem, all 12 tribes, the northern and southern kingdom, have ye sold unto the Grecians, Edomites, that ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place where ye have sold them. The remnant is going to be delivered out of the different lands that we've been scattered into, okay? And will return your recompense upon your own head, all right? They're going to go into captivity. Verse 8, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah. And they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for the Lord hath spoken it. So the things that have been done unto us are going to be done unto the nations that were confederate against us. And all the nations pretty much have been confederate against the nation of Israel. All right, we go to Psalms, I believe. Let me go to it, double check. The 82nd chapter. Let me see here. Or is it 83? Yeah, 83. Psalms 83 and 2. All right, it reads, for lo, thine enemies. So this whole book is addressed to the nation of Israel, correct? For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, an agreement, a pact, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. How do you cut the name or take somebody from their heritage? When you set them into captivity, you force them to assimilate to other cultures, other ways, to forget their past ways. And over time, you could kind of wash out their culture and their heritage. But the Lord, the miracle is that He's done, He's allowed this knowledge to still be intact in this time, so that we can return unto Him. Beautiful, right? So this girl, she has understanding about certain things. Like, as you see, I'll let the rest of the clip run. She talks about the Moors and them ruling in Europe for 700 years. But people don't know that the Moors were just Israelites that were going off. They concocted a plan, trying to get a foothold back in the Holy Land, which is how you get Islam, because they orchestrated the whole thing with Khadijah and Muhammad coming together. You know, they were pulling the strings for him. But that plan ended up backfiring on them. And he didn't follow through with what they wanted him to do, so they could get a foothold back in the land. And Ishmael, they weren't with it. So that backfired. And it wasn't time for us to go back to the land. So it was against what the Lord had decreed anyway. All right, if the Lord ain't in it, you're not going to win it. But yeah, she has a little bit of knowledge about history, but you can't piece history again. You can't piece all of history together except you have the scriptures. This is the scriptures make everything clear. All right, but yeah, man, my Eve sent me this clip, and the last slide, the last part of the video is what she was focusing on, but she had to watch the first two things, so I had to clarify. Hey, you know, she knows a little bit of things, but you know, clearly she doesn't have she don't have the truth. The truth isn't given to women anyway. But she sent me that slide, and the last part, it talked, you know, history proves, you know, that, you know, we're the chosen people. The last part of the video, it talks about the Cheddar Man, saying that the original occupants of Europe were dark-skinned people. Okay, and Europe is named after an Israelite woman named Europa. So, you know, everything is becoming clearer and clearer every day. The basic understanding of what's going on is so available and so plain to those people who don't get it, man. It's simply because they weren't meant to get it. All right, but I'm gonna let the rest of these clips run. I'm gonna let the rest of the clip run. I might pause it, I might not. But yeah, man. Hamites sold Israelites into captivity. Thus, they got to go into captivity, and they got a punishment and a judgment the same way Edom does. Only difference is Edom is going to be the nation that's put out of the earth. Their bloodline is, after they serve their captivity, they're going to be done away with, pursuing the Obadiah 1:18.
The white man arrived. I said before that black people were on each and every continent way before the white man.
True, but our primary land was Israel. Also, we were scattered under every nation under heaven. And even before that, man, we occupied many lands.
Do you know about the Moors? The black people who built the Spanish castles. You know, they went through battle for almost 700 years before they lost the war to Catholics and Arabs. This was in 1492. Check out the Maghreb Moorish Empire. This is not historically accurate. If unmitigated temerity was a person, yeah. As a person, it's necessary to indulge in knowledge. Now, let me just clarify something. A lot of people came with the argument of, but Ghana, but Cameroon, but Ashantis apologize for selling us. It's not about them apologizing. It's about the time period. The first African captives were taken in 1532. I clearly said that the Moors lost their battle in 1492, after they had been fighting for 700 years. This means before 700 years, they were ruling Europe, which clearly still means that the Europeans would have never found Africa had it not been for the Moors. Like I said,
all right, the Romans knew about the land of Canaan, and that was before the Byzantine Empire. That was before, you know, Jake was ruling in Europe. So that's inaccurate. You know, you need the scriptures to piece things together. Again, I must say it. You need the scriptures to piece together truly what's going on with our people and what happened in history, man. And it's been skewed and tainted. All right, but the Lord, it's a miracle. He's allowed us to see. He's given us the eyesight to piece the things together with the help of the Holy Spirit, man, which is the word.
Pope legalized slavery in every continent of the world after they defeated the Moors. They being the
Cheddar Man, considered one of the first modern humans in Britain, had dark skin. Cheddar Man lived 10,000 years ago. DNA analysis shows he had dark hair, blue eyes, and skin that was probably dark brown or black. Modern Europeans with lighter skins are a relatively recent phenomenon. Why do they call him Cheddar Man again? I forget the
It's at the British Museum. I can't remember why.
Yeah.
Maybe where he was found?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking it might be. Yeah, town of Cheddar. I don't.
Tico. Now, as you heard, Bazalwane, white European people are a
Yep, so I seen those clips. I figured I'd share them with you guys, speak on them. So with that being said, man, Lord willing, the lesson was edifying. I'm going to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashim Rikar Kadash. I'm going to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to all the brothers, and of course the few sisters who are pursuing this truth and sincerity, all right? May the blessing of election be upon your house. Shalom.
First and foremost, all praise to Yahweh Shah.
O children of Israel, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.